Om Saravana Bhavaye Namah. Humble salutations and a warm welcome from the Sadhana team. You're tuned into SABC3's finest Hindu magazine program, Sadhana, The Inward Path. Yes, our communities are radiating with bhakti and powerful vibrations of Kavadi. And on today's lineup, we continue with this potent energy. We joined Murugan scholars and devotees at the Lord Muruga conference in Tongat, and we also meet the phenomenal Pravina Sukraj Eli. But first, we join the Pretoria Bhajane Mandiram for their inaugural Ayyappa Utsav. Lord Ayyappa, the beautiful, fearless and powerful son of Hari and Hara, has won the hearts of millions of devotees around the world. Right here in South Africa is a vibrant community of devotees at the Shree Ayyappa Kshetram in Erasmia. Sadhana joined them for their chariot procession and the carrying of the Irumudi during the Kshetram's inaugural Ayyappa Utsav.
Ayyappan devotees all around the world, this is a very auspicious time for them. So today is preceded by 41 days of rigorous fast for Ayyappan devotees the world over. And the end of that fast culminates in a grand festival.
So Swami Ayyappan, when he was in his avadaram on this earth, he had to travel to the forest to get the milk of a tigress. So Swami Ayyappan had to travel in some treacherous grounds in order to receive this pure milk and bring it back to his kingdom. So this period of fasting of 41 days stems from that. One of the reasons is because it is estimated that the time it took for Swami Ayyappan himself to travel from the kingdom of Pandalam into the forest, retrieve the milk and come back was a period of 41 days.
Yatra or pilgrimage is the action of sacrifice. It is sacrificing something for a higher ideal. The actual yatra, whether it is to Badrinath, Kedarnath, Sabrimala, it's actually the external journey that mimics the internal journey that should take place. The hardships, the preparation just for the yatra itself, you have to do a 41-day penance for it. Similarly, if you wanted to go on this internal journey, you need to prepare the mind. You know, our Shastra says this mind is a fertile ground for all evil things to blossom. Similarly, in the mind itself, there is so many preparations that we need to undertake in order to be able to allow this new spiritual value to take root and to start growing.
And that is the purpose of pilgrimages. It is the sacrifice, the single-pointed concentration, and in our form of worship, it is the name of Ayyappa. Swami Saranam Ayyappa. And when we recite that, it basically means, a literal translation means, Oh Ayyappa, at your feet I find my surrender, my refuge.
Comes from two words, Iru and Mudi. Iru means to, Mudi is to tie or knot. So the Irumudi is a bag which is separated into two parts by a knot tied in the middle. So the back portion, which rests on the back of the neck, is filled with things that a devotee needs on the journey that he undertakes on this pilgrimage. Like we walk from Lodium to Shree Ayyappa Kshetram, people walk from all parts of India to Sabrimala. So they will fill their daily necessities, their puja necessities, camphor, rice, agrabati, some food for them to eat, some coconut that they will use along the way. That symbolizes our materialistic selves. It symbolizes all the things we use in this work. The front portion is a coconut which is filled with ghee. So, you know what is inside a coconut is the purest whiteness. We fill that with ghee, symbolizing our very own Atma, our very own soul. We fill that and they carry it on the front portion of the head. So as we walk towards our destination, we start to use up all of the stuff in the back portion. And when we come here, we have symbolically rid ourselves of all material possessions and attachments. We stand at the bottom of the 18 steps with just our very souls, our pure heart, our devotion, our sincerity at the bottom of these 18 steps.
In life, this pilgrimage is not detached from how we live. How often in life, when we have set goals for ourselves, and as we near the end of that line, we want to give up.
When you climb a hill, the further you go up the hill, the more difficult this becomes. It is only when you reach the top that the difficulty stops. And just prior to the summit, the last point is the most difficult. You have to summon all your energy, courage to be able to get to the top. But once you're at the top, it is downhill right through. So this pilgrimage, where we have it easy in the beginning and starts to get progressively worse, while it is getting worse, one is getting nearer to the goal. Courage is not having the strength to go on. Courage is going on when there's no strength. So this is the path of spirituality. This 18 steps of this Ayyappa Kshetram is quite a steep step. Because as you grow higher and higher, the chance of falling off is far greater. The basic principle of being successful in life is to be able to sacrifice. If you cannot sacrifice anything, you get nothing. So this pilgrimage teaches you that I need to sacrifice my time, my physical comforts, my mundane pleasures that I normally follow in order to gain some kind of success. And if you sacrifice, when we look at great artists, when we look at great musicians, when we look at sportsmen, we see their success in winning or in performing. But we never see the discipline, the sacrifice, the hard work, the determination, the single-pointedness, the focusing on the achieving. They often can see their goal before they get there. And they never give up until the goal is reached. So, if we, through this pilgrimage, through this vratam, we learn that you have to undergo a certain amount of hardship, seemingly hardship, in order to gain the fruits of that.